moved to New York City, to the Lower East Side, and to the melting pot.
Mm-hmm.
And I attended public school in, under the same conditions as Mother. It was a one-room school on the roof of a building, of a schoolhouse. And we had 4 or 5 grades in one room with the one teacher. And we had to have milk and crackers every morning. And we had to have lunch right there, hot lunches. And rain, shine, or snow, we had to get out on the roof, get into a sleeping bag, and we get onto an army cot and rest for an hour, regardless, rain or snow, made no difference. Then come back.
Out in the outside?
Outside, not far from where you live.
Even
on
in,
the corner
even in like...
of 9th Street and 1st Avenue.
That's crazy.
It's on the northeast corner, and the school is still there.
His mother said that he was so thin she'd buy him new long pants, and he'd go to school, and the bones would tear holes through his knees.
Because he got those skinny legs. Well, you know what? We're going to have to
Well,
take a
I was
break.
like that until I was about my 11th year, for about 5 years.
What else do you want
And
to
then
know?
I don't know what happened.
I'm going to pause it for 1 second.
Don't know that more about that.
Wait. Okay, Mom. Here, I'll feed her. I'll feed her while we're doing this.
that already. I'm just
Okay, wait. I'll feed her while we're doing this.
All right, Squeaky.
You always give me this baby bear.
Snack time.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Now,
Just a minute now.
now, Grandpa, you tell a few of your New York stories.
Forget the whole goddamn thing.
Tell a few of your stories from still before you met Grandma, and then we'll talk about when you guys met.
Just a moment now.
What?
Let
Oh,
me
we're still
finish.
recording.
What?
I thought we were on pause.
I did too.
Is it? Well, all right. Now here's the story.
Okay.
All of a sudden, from nowhere, I started to, quote, improve. I improved to a point that for my bar mitzvah, I had to have my suit made to measure. And I'm wearing the same suit today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you tell about...
All right.
Well, go ahead.
All right. Fast forward.
Okay.
After a stint in the service station business during the worst time, the worst period of the oil industry,
Uh-huh.
a time when I was selling 11 gallons of gasoline for 99 cents and washing your windshield to boot. My sister, who had just moved to Waterbury, Connecticut, where she and her husband had a news agency, they wanted me to join them, and I went to Waterbury on April the 1st, 1934.
And how old were you then?
I was
About 30.
20.
About 30.
I was 27 years plus 3 weeks old.
Okay.
Were you?
And when I got to Waterbury, my social life was zilch because the business required working 24 hours a day.
Uh-huh. And this was working with Lila and Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I joined the Young Israel, which organization was housed in the Orthodox Shul in Waterbury. And in 1936, they had a Purim ball.
And you met Queen
And it was
Esther.
because it was a Sunday night and I didn't have to work that night. I went there with a friend of mine, a fellow called Jimmy Green.
Were you dressed up?
Oh, yeah.
Like
oh,
who?
Sure.
Were you mortified?
And Jimmy said, oh, I know those Oh, wait, that broad, oh, that's Eunice. She's a farmer's daughter. But I don't know the girl with her. Let's go meet him. And there she was.
That wasn't right.
All right, let's hear your side.
No.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Wait, were you dressed up like the perm characters though? Or were
Oh,
you...
no. We were dressed.
Okay.
In those days, we didn't wear slacks. We didn't wear skirts.
All right, you tell your story of how you met Grandpa.
How did I meet Grandpa? I was bored. I was so bored I didn't know anyone in Waterbury. My cousin said, let's go to the Porn Ball tonight. So we went to the Porn Ball.
Were you living in Waterbury then?
What?
Were you
Yeah.
still living in Morris or Waterbury?
No, I was living in Morris actually, but I was teaching school in Watertown
Okay.
and boarding in Waterbury with a family 5 days a week and then going home over the weekend. But it was a long 5 days not knowing anybody. So we went to the Porn Ball and lo and behold, look what I met.
And he came over to you.